Hey, what's up, everyone? It's that time of the month again, or that time of the week. We are at the Brawl lower bracket finals. It is Maes versus CLG. My name is chappY, and with me is the Capitalist back and in action, and together we are the C Squad. What's up, Cap?
I'm excited, man. I mean, we've been missing out on each other. Those 2 weeks ago, you got to cast with Hari. Last week, I got to cast with Hari. Now we're back together again. I'm pretty excited. I mean, I had a lot of fun with Hari, but it's good to be back in the squad again.
Apparently, he had more fun than me because I didn't even get his name right. Apparently, I kept on calling him Harry. I wish Harry would have told me that.
Wow. Way to go,
Hari. Yeah, did you hear our little casting crew was Cherry?
Oh yeah. I did listen a little peek into that cast, and I heard you create a whole new
How did that make
squad.
You feel?
I'll be honest, it hurt a little bit. It hurt. I was tearing up a little bit. I was like, he's going up without me.
I know. All right. Well, for those of you who have not been following the Brawl over the past year, basically, it is we are at the lower bracket finals, the Maes versus CLG. The winner of this will go into the grand finals. They will play Complexity in what is going to be a great match. First place is 4K plus Maes. Second place is 1500, and third place is 500. And yeah, and some other announcements we have before we get too into this. Next week is going to be the Defense Grand Finals, and the week after that is going to be the Brawl Grand Finals, just so everybody can mark their calendars. But for the Grand Finals, we're going to have giveaways, actual cash giveaways. That's right, cash giveaways, not just beta keys. And we're also going to be giving away mouse pads, I believe. So that's going to be pretty cool.
10 seconds.
Oh yeah, lots of cool stuff. I want one of those mouse pads. God, those look pretty sweet. And money for watching a game? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much better.
That's just unfair. I'll have Hari sub in for me, and then I'll go in some anonymous and start commenting in the IRC forums so I can try and win some cash.
Windrunner at your service.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, I think I might do that as well. But yeah. Oh god, I hear myself. But we got picks here if you want to go over some picks.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Maes banning out Broodmother and Animage. Broodmother, we haven't seen a whole lot of Broodmother lately. She's either been banned or hasn't been picked. You haven't seen her in a whole lot of games lately, especially just with the heavy push squads and especially with Darkseer. Man, Darkseer's just been cleaning up as we see Darkseer and Invoker being banned by the CLG side. Maes picking up Nature's Prophet, Venomancer, and Mirana for their 3 pickups, and then CLG, Chen, Shadow Shaman, Windrunner. So CLG already on top of that heavy push strategy, also with the banning of Sand King. So right away they're setting up for some nice early to mid game pushes, taking control of the map, and with that Sand King out of there, that's a lot of team fight potential that is not available to Maes. So now with the Beastmaster ban as well, so nice single target stun going through BKB, another great ban, and then Leshrac and Dragonite being banned by Maes, so more pushers being knocked out, so maybe putting a little bit of stop to this pushing lineup that CLG's coming up with. You have to wonder though, what's they're going to be their 4-5 now that 2 of the really good strong carry pushers, Leshrac and Dragonite, are out. Are they going to be running for a hardy carry and just take some towers and then back up, or are they going to go all in and try and push it right down Maes' throats?
I don't know, it's hard to say, but the tiny pick actually comes out from Maes. They've been running that recently, I believe, and they've had some success. Obviously, they're at the lower bracket finals, so I mean, they're here for a good reason. And I just want to reiterate that this is a best of 3 for those of you guys. It's not a best of 2 or best of 5 or anything awkward like that. It's a best of 3, so don't go anywhere in between games. And yes, the grand finals will be a best of 5. For those of you who have been wondering, I've been kind of teasing everybody, not really sure if it's going to be a best of 3 or best of 5. It will be a best of 5, and that will be a long day. But yep, so we got one more pick coming out here. No carry so far, just a strong jungle, strong push. Really just typical picks here so far. Somewhat untypical picks from Maes, I guess. Mirana you don't see every game. Tiny you rarely see. Mirana is definitely popular though, especially when Windrunner is already taken. But I believe they actually favored Mirana over Windrunner, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, That's really interesting. I mean, Windrunner with that shackle shot, potentially shackling 2 heroes, what is it, 3.75 seconds, something like that. It's just an incredible stun, and her diversity is just, she can tri-lane, she can, more likely that she'll solo suicide lane, but really she can do anything and perform any role and have like no farm, and she'll be just fine. She's completely fine without farm. So just Windrunner seeing a lot. I'm kind of surprised that Mirana took so long. I'm really surprised she got picked up 3, but I really like this Tiny pickup. We've been seeing it a lot lately, just really recently. A couple teams have been picking up and experimenting with Tiny a lot more, and you can't blame them. Right now, the meta game of just really squishy heroes, IDPS, glass cannons, and pushers. Hey, what's gonna stop that? Double nukes from Tiny, basically being able to pop 1 hero right out the bat, and then, you know, keep going throughout these team fights, throw extra nukes. If you can knock out 1 hero and make it a 4v5 and then have more nukes after that, you're golden in these team fights. So more and more nukes coming out. Tidehunter now with that huge, awesome team fighting ultimate, and with Mirana as the carry, I see a lot of good things from Maes in the late game, and I don't foresee CLG picking up any sort of hard carry here. I really think they're just going to try and push it early and hard and fast and keep Maes down. But the problem is, if they don't push it fast enough, you're going to see Tidehunter ult setting up really good team fights. They're going to have even team fights, maybe even losing team fights, and not be able to push the base fast enough. So if they're going to go for pushes, they have to do something really hard here. And I don't know who's left here that is a really great pusher. You've got Dragonite. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of who else is left in the pool. Enchantress, but, you know, they have Chen, so they can't go for that. I'm not sure what's left. Razor, actually, with his ultimate, if you pick up Aghanims, it will actually damage towers as well. So not all teams go for it. It's a very specialized build, but I have it once or twice. But Razor just being an all-around great mid-game teamfight hero, nice carry during the mid to late game, and just in case, you know, the game goes a little bit longer than expected, Razor can pick up the slack.
Yes, I'm a fan of the Razor pick. It is it's a great laner. I mean, you got your carries and your pushers and stuff. He has such AoE that he adds to his lanes, even though he farms and he is a carry. He has so much to add to a lane that, you know, somebody like, you know, AM even, or Void, your hard carries don't have so much, and he can actually contribute to a push. But we're gonna have all 5 up top here on CLG, and then just kind of an even spread here from Maes. But before we get away, let's go over who's playing exactly what. Maes Dement is playing Venomancer, Rexy is playing Nature's Prophet, Trixie on Tidehunter, Sing Sing playing our Tiny, of course, and Sexy Bambo on Mirana if you would take CLG.
Absolutely. We got Loda on Razor, Ake on Chen, Pycat on Shadow Shaman, Matrim on Windrunner, and of course Miracle on Earthshaker. And I have to say, I really like this lane setup already. Of course, the Razor Earthshaker lane is kind of classic. It's just a really strong. If Earthshaker can get a good block, it'll force the Mirana in this case to have to leap back up, and really she won't be able to come back forward again. But if he ever gets a good block when the leap is down, Razor is pretty much golden. He's going to be able to have a long time where he has a trapped enemy, and he's just going to life drain all of the damage and just be hitting for like 200 damage a hit. It's a pretty classic lineup, and then you've got middle, of course, Shadow Shaman, and then Windrunner bottom with the Chen. So I'm gonna watch out for some early pushes and early ganks from this Chen. He's already got Smoke of Deceit, so middle's definitely gonna have to be really careful. I mean, when you're running a melee, you're so much farther forward in the middle lane. It's really you have to be really careful, because just that little bit of extra space where you're too far forward, and an Earthshaker gank or a 10 gank, just that little bit of extra space can be the difference between living and getting first blooded. So Sing Sing's gonna have to be really careful and really watch out for that.
Yeah, he's got a lot to look out for there, as we see Earthshaker in position for the block. We got Maes Dement laying down some great harass down bottom. I believe that's Pinoy on Matrim. I'm not sure, unless they actually have a stand-in. I honestly don't know, but the only person missing is Pinoy, so I would assume that is him, unless there's something I'm not sure of. But yeah, as you said, we do see Earthshaker coming around. He might get a block here, actually. No, he's going to actually cancel about 3 times. I think he could have gotten it, but actually his lane was just not in a position either way, even if he did get that block to really accomplish much. Meanwhile, up top, let's go ahead and see how that has unfolded thus far. They've left, actually, Razor to his own. We've got Act just kind of generally, he hasn't popped into the lane just yet. Miracle, meanwhile, has been just completely, but he's going to actually go and get the block off. It actually does work. Sing Sing is too fat to fit through there, but there's really not going to be enough to get much done here, actually, unless this Yeah, now he should be able to get away. He might be able to toss him away. He's still he's level 2. He has no mana to actually even do. Wow, that's some high mana cost. He needs 20 more mana. He almost went down there. Good block either way there from Miracle.
I really like Sing Sing build here, going really fast bottle, just a stout shield pretty much on his person, just to deflect some of that early damage, which potentially, I'm not sure, I wasn't watching the procs of the stout shield there, but potentially could have saved him there. But all around, I just like that build on a Tiny. You have to get really early, fast bottle in order to really dominate your lane, because you're right, just the mana cost of the spells is just so incredibly hard for a Tiny to get these kills early. If he messes up and gets one combo wrong and doesn't get that kill, he's really hurting for regen for quite some time. But if he can get a bottle and if his team can help him secure runes, then he'll be in good shape and he can throw multiple combos, and he has room to make errors, such as, you know, failing to actually get a kill on a combo. But that's something his team is really going to have to step up for him, because obviously Earthshaker right now is definitely stopping on the runes right now.
Well, yeah, actually, it was actually Maes, this 2-minute rune that was that they were actually able to get it with Nature's Prophet leaning out, so that really helped Sing Sing out quite a bit. He actually gets his bottle and he couriers it back already, so he's at full, and you can imagine that courier should be flying the next time it comes out. We'll see. But again, Miracle posturing for that block. We'll see if he can make it happen once more. He's really just making it completely impossible for Sing Sing to obviously get any last hits. Fortunately, I believe Sing Sing is in range. Yeah, he leans in just close enough to get those experience points for that tonight. He's actually going to get a little bit of a last hit right there with that toss, but he can't waste. He can't throw on too much mana. Pardon the pun, because he's gonna need it to save his life if he gets gone. Now we're gonna have a go up down bottom. Actually, I believe Pinoy is in danger of going down 3v1. He's easily gonna go down there. Nice TP gank there from Rexy, and that is probably what we're gonna be seeing a lot of from Rexy in this game. Actually, meanwhile, they're up top. They're gonna go ahead and try and answer, knowing that the TP is down from bottom. So Sexy Bambo is low, and we'll see if Miracle can do something here to finish this off. He waits to see if he can actually get the kill. Oh my gosh, he seriously just hesitated too long. It's that simple. I don't know. Actually, it's probably not that simple, really. You got a very quick cast time on that loop, but still, I believe it hits regardless. As long as you left-click target, it's going to hit either way. And if he would have just done it earlier than later, I think he might have been able to get that kill there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tough in those situations. I gotta admire Miracle for trying to get the block off there, but I don't know. I think I'm getting some sort of feedback here. I'm not sure if anybody else hears it.
I don't. Is it on my voice?
No, I think it's. I'm not sure what's happening here, but all right. Well, if nobody else hears it, that's perfectly okay. It's just maybe I'm going crazy, but it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of push up here. The Troll Warlord already summoning the skeletons who do so much damage. So potentially we're gonna see a lot of damage here on the tower as Mirana teleporting right back in. But we see Earthshaker coming in from behind. They're gonna try and steal him damage. He's just waiting for the lead. Sexy Bamboo turning around, really great awareness by the Bamboo. Just seeing the Earthshaker and going the opposite direction. He's still in a little bit of trouble, but he might be able to get out here. It's just gonna take a lot of jukes coming up.
Yeah. He should be all right unless he is going to take another nuke here in 5 seconds. His leap is going to be, his leap's going to be down. He actually should be going down here. The speed on Razor is much greater than, obviously, Bambo. They're going to go ahead and let that last hit be taken by Loda. Nicely done. And they finally get the slippery Mirana. Meanwhile, they're going to have a TP down bottom, 3v1. We'll see if he's going to conceal himself until the gank actually takes place. It's kind of an awkward TP. Yeah, they're just going to go and turn this into a push. We'll see if they can get anything from this. They're going to turn it on here. Obviously, Maes throwing out those wards. The trains have been summoned. They're going to see if they can pressure this bottom tower, and we'll see how CLG responds. If they choose to defend this or if they choose to let this go. Pinoy's got to be careful, but he's got that great windwalk skill to get out of sticky situations. So here comes the DPS. Pinoy going to try and do. I really hope this is actually Pinoy, not Matrim. Otherwise, I'm just like totally robbing Matrim of his time, really, but we'll see. I'm just gonna call him Matrim just to be safe. It's his own fault if he changes his damn name. But
yeah, I like the way Trixie pulling the creeps away just in time, just enough to get the tower. No distractions, nothing creeps to get aggroed. So a nice little play by Trixie, a little smart heads-up play, pulling the creeps and getting more pushes. So it looks like we're just gonna keep going. They're just gonna keep rolling. Unfortunately, Furion does not have the mana for an extra Nature's Call. Needs another 80 mana, so their pushes are going to really be suffering. Meanwhile, top is taking a little bit of damage. We're going to have the Ursa Warrior come in, but still.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Give me that courier. All right, well, look at their pressure in this bottom still. It's just Miracle down bottom. And I think Maes is going to be fine to continue this pressure. They see 2 top, they see 1 mid. They know they're fine to continue this. They're forced to use that clip. And I guess we do actually have a standard matron playing for Panola. They're going to have a bit of a block attempt. We do have Trixie is the one blocked out. He's probably not the person you want to have blocked in this situation. He's going to try and suck his gut in and squeeze through. And look at that nice little hole made through there by Dement. What a nice teammate. Meanwhile,
actually got away from a lot of damage, and he might get the deny here. It's at 49 health. He is going to get the deny. So that's really unfortunate for CLG, losing a tower like that and just staying top and trying to get that top tier 1 tower and then getting the deny. That's a lot of gold that's really lost. Really great play by Mirana staying alive. But Loda actually getting hit by the arrows. They're going to take him down before the teleport gets up. Really great job. Great gank by Trixie, moving to the top lane in order to stop that farming Loda. Really great job.
Yeah, I mean, it was the right idea. You obviously want to pressure top as your bottom tier 2 is getting taken, which I believe it actually looks like it's in deny range now. I'm not sure if they see that.
Middle tower is under attack.
Is it deny? Yeah, it is in deny. But yeah, it was a nice idea, at least from CLG. Didn't quite work out for them. Maes 2-1, not a very high kill game, but the gold graph in the good deal in the side of Radiant Ashley. We're gonna have a bit of a go here. Matron's not gonna get away from this when stun comes out. Not even the TP necessary to finish that one off. He's going to go ahead and save it. Meanwhile, in mid, they're going to try and counter with the ult comes out there from KaiCat. They should easily get this. Trixie going to come in. His ult is off cooldown. He's actually going to throw out the ult and gush. KaiCat now with minus armor. He's actually rooted as well. He's not going to get out of there, but he's going to be fine. And this tower is at worst probably going to be denied. Yeah, it looks... oh, is it going to be in deny range? They're trying to pressure again. They're on the tower now. The bird is in, but the bird is dead now as well. And oh my gosh, this might be another denied tower here. This is not looking great for CLG as far as, I mean, they have a Chen, they have a KaiCat. KaiCat is not a hero. Trixie might be going down here. Gotta be careful. He's tanky again. KaiCat gets rooted. He's actually going to get DPS down. Toss comes in there from Tiny, and nicely done. They quickly swoop up 2 kills and get another deny.
Radiant's middle tower has
A
been
really
denied.
great play all around by Maes, just setting up, getting the deny, first of all, top, and then also setting up the deny in middle. A Tiny coming in from behind, CLG knowing that they really can't have these towers go down. They really need the gold that is given to them from these pushes. They just can't have these denies going over and over and over again. So they got a little bit too manly there, and Tiny made him pay for it, and that's exactly what Tiny's supposed to do as he comes in and gets another double kill with that stun toss combo. Really great job. Sing just cleaning up heroes left and right now.
Yeah, this is a very dominating opening here. I mean, they're getting all these towers. They're denying all their own. The gold graph is just took a massive leap. It's only 9.5 minutes in. It's going to be 5K lead here shortly from Maes. And they're looking great right now. Meanwhile, up top, we've got Sexy Bamboo. I mean, they're having all the success without Sexy Bamboo, without that Mirana. We're going to have a bit of a flank here. KaiCat actually does not get any spells off. He gets blasted before he can do a damn thing. That was kind of weird. He could have easily gotten a sheep out before any of those spells came out. I'm not sure what his reasoning was for not doing so. Now Aki's caught out a little bit. Ult comes out. He's going to be, and he's actually earned as well. He might be going down here, and he actually gets it. One more right click, and he does go down. Nicely done there. Good play there from Maes. Again, Maes on top of everything right now. 10-1, very dominating start. And look at mid tower is almost going to go down as well. Meanwhile, like I said, Sexy Bamboo up top, completely unabated, farming away, and this is just a very dominating performance right now from Maes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at the items being picked up by Maes, they're just going for more and more team fight. And I really like the items. The Urn on Trixie is a great pickup early on. Since they're already winning the game, if they can pick up these extra kills, do a little bit more damage on top of that. Phase boots on Sing and Mirana, and then the arcane boots are going to be picked up by everyone else, presumably, except for Furion, who's going to probably pick up Treads. But all around, a lot of fighting items right now, and it's showing off. I mean, they're going to be able to take middle tower pretty much for free here. No one's really going to be able to put a stand up to the team fight potential coming out from Maes so far.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean, it's already 5K. It's going up even quicker now, past 5K, and the items are coming out. The team fight items. You've got to imagine there's got to be a mech and even a pipe here in a few minutes. At this rate, I wouldn't be so surprised to see that KaiCat is up top. He does have his ultimate. And okay, the ult actually comes out here from Trixie, and they're going to actually quickly get a kill on Razor before anything can even be done. They actually have Miracle caught out in a bad position. We'll see if they're going to try and flank, cut him off. They're going to actually leave it alone, and they're going to go ahead and take this tower in mid, and this is just this is just impossibly hard for them. Pycat only level 8, just messing with orange up top. I mean, he's trying to do what he can, which isn't a whole lot. Meanwhile, they're going to continue to pressure this. The tree ants are now back on the tower. The plague wards are now being laid out, and this tower is... I mean, how many towers is this in 12 minutes? They're going to see if they can get another toss comes in. Judge going to come out quickly, and the follow-up there with the anchor smash, wombo combo, and another tower. And I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but this is quickly spiraling out of control.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, CLG doesn't have a whole lot of ways to get back in the game. There's a lot of farm that they need to be able to pick up in order to really put a stop to all the teamfight potential that Maes has, and there's no place to farm. They've been just pushed in so hard. As we see, Rexy actually teleporting right on top of Loda. We see his rest of his team coming in to fill in. Rexy actually goes down. Loda needs to try and get out here. He's picking up a kill. Nice blocks coming out from Furion, blocking with the trees, but are they going to be able to save Loda? Nice block coming out from Miracle, but the toss Trixie trying to clean up heroes now trapped on the other side, but he doesn't care. He's tanky enough. Miracle's potentially going to go down to earn. Meanwhile, the ward trap, but no, he gets out. Trixie getting out, but he dies. So 1 for 2 trade there. Furion going down as well as the Tidehunter. Earthshaker just barely living. He must have had just 10-15 health there from that Urn charge. A really close play by Maes, but unfortunately did not go their way.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That Leviathan, that Tide toss looked so funny to me for some reason. It looked like just a comical squash kill, like you're dead. It was, I don't know, but
absolutely. I mean, it's the same idea as running Tidehunter and Darkseer. When the Tidehunter and they finally get into these teamfight positions, Tidehunter being a support hero, typically in a tri-lane, he isn't going to be able to do a whole lot because he doesn't have that push stick, he doesn't have Blink Dagger. So if the team is aware of him, they're not going to hit everyone with that ult. It's very small radius at level 1, and he's not fast enough or quick enough, or doesn't have a Blink Dagger or anything to get in there. So the typically Darkseer with the Surge combo, he just runs in there and it's too fast to stop. But with his toss, really great plays by Maes setting that up every single time. It looks like we're going to try and defend top. The hero setting it. There it goes. The toss coming. Dement hitting a good ultimate. They just need a little bit more. Nice block. The ward blocking Loda off. He's taking so much damage. He just needs a little bit more, and he's probably going to go down to poison. 1 or 2 more hits. There goes the Tidehunter ultimate. Cleaning up 3 heroes. Now they're going to be able to pick up Ake easily. The only person who's going to be able to get out here, Matron barely dodging the Sprout. Nice try by Rexy. Actually, Sing Sing chasing him down with the Blink Dagger. All 5 heroes wiped in exchange for a Venomancer. Huge plays. Maes just demonstrating top skill right now. They are just at the end. GG, well played, go next. He's being called out by Loda.
Yeah, I don't
14 minutes in. 14 minutes in, Maes stomps CLG.
Yeah, GG. I wonder if that has anything whatsoever to do with, you know, I have to draw some attention to it. I mean, Matron is a stand-in. I'm not going to blame him at all, don't get me wrong, but the fact is that CLG is not at 5, and that's definitely worth mentioning. Anytime a team does not have their starters, you've got to draw some attention to that at the very least. But either way, extremely one-sided stomp here from Maes. They're going to take this lead 1-0 in this best of 3. They're going to go ahead and push and take this tower out. They're gonna actually go ahead and finish off the ancient. They're not gonna leave anything to chance here since there's no concede vote or anything. But yeah, so for VOD purposes, I guess let's go ahead and wrap this up. Don't go anywhere. We are gonna be back for game 2. Again, Maes up 1-0. I think that's pretty much it. Let me actually thank the sponsors before this VOD ends. Thanks Twitch TV for sponsoring, TeamSpeak, and SteelSeries. And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Radiant victory.
Oh, look at that sexy timing.